Hey guys, welcome back to our Gari Fraser Island adventure. So what do we got coming up this time? We're going to have Eli Creek, we're going to have Lake Wobby, and we will find some other adventures along the way. So look, hit that like and subscribe. If you haven't seen the first one and you're new to the channel, jump over and have a look. Time to get going. Alright guys, well, we made it, the iconic Eli Creek. The water here is crystal clear and freezing cold, so got ourselves a little donut tube. Trying to build the courage to get in because I walked through it and it was freezing, but it's really not a trip unless you get in. J-Mate reckons it's warmer than it was. Don't know.
Over there it is.
You reckon?
Warmer here.
I think he's full of it. I think he's trying to just get me in there, so
Just pee in there.
let's go. You reckon it's warmer? Maybe like half a degree. This is one of those spots where when you come to Gari, Fraser Island, whatever you want to call it, you must visit. You will be flat out getting this, I reckon, maybe a handful of places anywhere else in the world, I think. This is that special. So make the effort, guys. Get here if you absolutely can. This has to be on the bucket list. I don't know if you can hear that shallow breathing, but that was the water hitting me in the special spot. What temperature do you reckon, mate?
22 and a half.
22 and a half.
Man, on my ears because I hit it again, you prick.
It's not, I'm not doing your ears. Just doing you on the back. What kind of dad would I be if when he says don't do it, if I didn't do it? Pretty average one, I reckon. So he deserved that. Last time we were here, there was a massive big eel there, so we'll see if we can see him again. I reckon he would have been probably close to a metre. So we'll see if he's here again. Got the rest of the crew coming. They've already done one lap, on for their second. Win. Temperature?
22.
Ooh, coldest place so far.
Yes. Quite delightful. 22 by Shearwater. Pretty accurate.
Not sponsored by Shearwater, but if you'd like to get on board, let us know. Also, JP Camping, Diving, 4-wheel driving would also love to come on board Shearwater. Just saying.
Probably more so than get out and adventuring because I know how to dive.
And I might one day. Anyway, we'll take any sponsorships coming. Do you want to take this up? Raiden might want to have a go of it. So they've got these awesome boardwalks. So you just walk all the way around the edge and then up stream. But yeah, just under this boardwalk here, there's a little bit of leaf litter and stuff that's caught up. And this is where he was. So I'll put you under the water, guys. You will be absolutely amazed as how clear this water really is. Eli Creek, if you're on Fraser, on Gari, you have to be here. So, time for a beer, time for a tube, and then yeah, we'll work out what the rest of the afternoon looks like. Well, I signed off thinking I was leaving, and then we came in for another one because the boys just couldn't give it up. Hey, I sometimes wear a beard, Hollis, so if you're looking to sponsor, get out adventuring at info.com.au. But seriously, any sponsorships we'll take. Get on board.
Do it!
So yeah, kids have done 3 laps. Could be 4. I think 2's probably going to wrap me up because it's a little bit cold. So this time I mean it. I'm getting out, getting dry. Catch you later. We're just making our way into Lake Wabi. So from the eastern beach, it's about 2.5k walk. So I spoke to some people on the track, said it took them about half an hour to get up here. Really, it's a bit of distance, but they said it's a pretty easy walk, and I think they're pretty right. Moderate fitness level would get you in here, so yeah, hopefully not too much further, and we're going to get to see this beauty. Big goanna just down here. Not sure if you can see him now, but so we met up with Jared. Can you just give us a little explanation, mate, about what that tree is and why it has photographic significance?
So what we can see here is a tree that's made out of wood.
Yeah.
It's a really special kind of wood that grows twisty and tall and looks like that someone stabbed it to death.
What do they actually call that?
I don't know. Sarah didn't tell me that. She just said take a photo of the tree.
And like all good gentlemen, we just do as we're told. Righto, back on the track.
Do you know what's good in the forest? And fresh stone and wood and mushrooms and goanna. I like it here on your Australia. Yeah, it's very nice. Thank you.
It's important on Fraser Island, staying hydrated. Oh no, hurt my finger. Oh, I did an ouchie. All right, go again. Shit. I'll use my good hand. You ready? Now it's good on Fraser Island, staying hydrated. Yes. Get a stone of wood in you, son. Weird.
Done and dusted with Lake Wabi. We've been making our way back north and we've got to Yidney Rocks here, and the tide is too high, so there is a shortcut where you can sort of go up and around and bypass the Yidney Rocks here. Just have a look at this, guys. Absolutely impassable. You would never get through here without drowning your vehicle. So yeah, we've got a bypass track here. It comes off, part of it goes north, part of it goes south, and then yeah, you can just whip in and you come back in around the back of the pub at Happy Valley. So we're going to duck in there. Probably time for a skewy because I don't know how much further north we're going to get. Let this tide drop a bit. Beer o'clock. Just a word of warning though, guys, don't enjoy the beers too much because we just got stopped by local police and got a breath test on the beach on high tide, middle of the week. So 1 or 2 beers, but just take it easy, guys, because the Popo are here and they are doing breath tests. So anyway, I haven't had one today, so now it's time off to the pub. All right, crew, we made it back to camp. Time for a beer. We've got chicken, burgers for tea and fish. So that's us signing off for the day. We'll see you tomorrow with hopefully some more cool adventures. Good morning again, crew. We've got some of the team heading off today, so all that's left is our team and Jared and his crew from JP Camping, Diving, 4-wheel driving. So plan for today is we're down on the beach, tide's low, we're going to get some pippies, might have a fish this afternoon, but yeah, we're going to head south and make our way across to Kingfisher. So the other day I mentioned the Pontins track that I was going to try and get up, see if we could find some of that old machinery, and we missed a turn. So we're going to come at it from a different angle today, so hopefully we get there. So I said first thing first, let's get some pippies so we can have a fish this afternoon and then make our way into the day. So with the pippies, guys, all you're looking for is the tide tracks up and down the beach. Get in my own shadow here, and these tiny little lumps. So just have a dig around here. No one had nothing in it, but yeah, you're just looking for the tiny little humps in the tyre tracks. Found them a bit hard to get this trip, so I don't know if it's a feature, still a hangover from Tropical Cyclone Alfred, whether it's been some of the big wind and weather we've had, if they've just gone a little bit deeper, not as high at the surface so you can't see them. But made the mistake of day one when we got here made the mistake on day one when we got here of when we found them not getting some. I kind of assumed they'd be all up the beach, and they just weren't. They were much more southern, right down towards the Hook Point end of the island. So lesson learned, next time when you find the bait, just get it. All right, so we're underway, guys. We're heading down to Happy Valley to freshen up, and then we're going to move across, like I said earlier. On the way, I found a pippy here. So this is what I was talking to you about a little bit earlier. So these pippies, you'll see here, down in the shadow, they just look like a lump in the sand. Dig them up, and that's what they are. So they're just a shell. Break the shell up, and then you just use the insides on your hook. So these things are absolutely deadly for whiting and dart. They come in on these banks at night when the tide's up high and just smash these things. So beautiful, free, fresh bait. So if you can find them, get on them. So we got told by the rangers, the ones that have the bracelet things around their neck, they're the naughty ones. If they've got a tag in their right ear, that means they're a female. If they've got a tag in their left ear, that means they're a male. Their explanation for the tag in the right ear is that the females are always right. So anyway, oh, he's back. There you go. Goes to show you don't need to feed these things. They are absolute weapons at finding their own food. So this guy must have found a bit of a fish frame and some fillets or offcuts of fillets that one of the fishermen had got here probably yesterday and buried it. So don't feed them, keep your distance, and just enjoy them like that. It's absolutely awesome to see Mother Nature like this in all its glory. Oh, absolute beautiful specimen. They're looking so healthy at the moment. All right, let's keep going. I'm sure there's plenty of other stuff to see. So we're making our way along the track, and we've just had a stop. We're down in the more rainforesty kind of area, and the trees here are absolutely monstrous. Have a look at this. These guys here, they just go and go and go and go and keep going. And we've turned the cars off, and you can hear the birds just singing in the background, and oh, this is just absolutely the most peaceful spot to be.
No other better noise in a forest than a bird. What about this one?
What's the second best noise? Your mate getting one too. Woohoo! So while we're stopped here enjoying Mother Nature, we're going to fuel the tanks, and then we'll get back on it. So we're just doing some calculations, and we think we're about 10 k's away from this awesome machinery. So we were going to make our way down to Kingfisher, but little change of plans, and we're going to head up and check out some pretty cool machinery. We stopped and had a talk with the rangers too. Absolutely really cool bloke. So if you come here, don't give them a hard time, guys. They're just doing their job. They're really good, really friendly. Gave some stickers and colouring books and stuff for the kids. And yeah, said that was absolutely worth a look. So change of plans. We're not going to go and prop up Kingfisher's profit margin anymore. We're going to go up and enjoy some pretty cool old heritage off the island. So finish this beer and get back on the track.
I think it's hashtag avoid the humans day, because remember, don't pet the humans, they bite.
Righto, over and out. So we had all intentions on making our way and finding these awesome little bits of machinery, the trucks, the tractors, and we got lost and we didn't find it. But we've had some pretty good fun out on these tracks that probably not a lot of people would find themselves exploring. I think a lot of people would just keep to the east and west beach, but you know what? There's a heap of fun to be had in the middle here. So we've just stopped. We're doing cheese, we're doing wraps. And over here, what do you got going on here, mate?
Mate, like the good mobile fish and chip shop I am, smashing out more Chico rolls today. 17 minutes in the air fryer, boom, lunch on the run.
Very good. So yeah, we got about, what, 20 odd kilometres back to Happy Valley, where it'll be time to fuel up, try and wash off some mosquito and sandfly bites and hope for the best. So lunch and we're back on it.
Lunch, then launch.
So as we're making our way back, we came to Poston's Road, which is at the other end to where we were before. I cannot find the tractors, the trucks, the huts, all the exciting stuff. We are starting to believe it is a Gari Fraser Island myth.
Everyone's joking. But we found a bushwalker.
Yes, we found a bushwalker. If any of you know where on earth this is, let me know in the comments, because I will be back here later in the year for a family holiday and I would really like to go and see it, but we have come at Poston's Road from both directions and cannot find it. So if you know about it, let me know. What have I done wrong? Where have I gone wrong? Because I really, really want to see it. So we're going to continue on this road now, making our way back down into Happy Valley. If the pub is open, we've probably earned a beer because we've done some walking today looking for this stuff. Pub shut, so be it. We just need to get a little bit of fuel and then, yeah, back down on the beach. And we'll see what this afternoon brings. I might even slip in a sneaky fish. So, yeah. Let me know about it because I would love to see it. So we've made it back on the east coast. Wow, that was actually a really fun trip. That took us probably most of the day, but you know what? It was killer. It was a great day, but it was just really, really beautiful. All those tracks on the inland there, you know, you go from sandy into rainforest and everything in between. It's absolutely magic. Do yourself a favor, guys. Don't just stick to the beach. Head inland and have a bit of a scout around. So we're back here, high tide. We're just sitting off at Happy Valley and we're going to wait for the tide to go down. I'm having a beer, watching a bit of YouTube, catching up on what I've missed over the last few days. We got the other crew over here having a little play. So till tomorrow, catch ya.